We're creeping up on 40, and my wife believes every ache or pain she has is a life-threatening illness. So today is the day we're getting full-body MRI scans because hopefully it'll put an end to Brodie's current bedtime routine, which is to do an in-depth Google search of her symptoms and the thousands of possible ailments she could have right before she tries to go to sleep. So we booked our preventative MRIs, crossed the border since you can't get private diagnostic MRIs where we live, and within 5 minutes we pulled up to the CanMax MRI clinic, filled out a couple forms, got changed, and at this point I could tell Brodie was super nervous. This scan can find cancers, tumors, organ diseases, vascular anomalies, musculoskeletal injuries. That's why Brodie was so worried. She seemed convinced she would find something life-changing, but the reality is simple. If something is wrong, it's better to catch it early, and if everything is healthy, we get peace of mind for the years to come. So anyways, after a bit of positive reinforcement, Brodie calmed down, and we headed into the room to get our MRIs. And the great part is we got scanned at the same time, and it took about 35 minutes for Brodie and about 50 minutes for me. And by the time I came out, Brodie was already changed and had her results. She was completely perfect, no abnormalities, and she could finally say goodbye to her late-night, anxiety-filled Google searches. My scan, on the other hand, was definitely not as flawless as Brodie's. Specialist showed me my imagery, and the most interesting find was the partial duplication of my left kidney, aka I nearly had 3 kidneys, but he told me this was absolutely nothing to worry about. Then he showed me some disc perfusion in my C5 and C6 and some mild arthritis in my neck. I also had mild disc bulges in my L4 and L5, which again is not too surprising considering I played professional rugby for nearly 10 years. I also had some chronic sinusitis, which I had no idea about, but it makes total sense because I do have a deviated septum. But most importantly, my bone marrow was normal, no cancerous masses or vascular anomalies were found, so I could sleep well at night. And honestly, doing this was 100% worth it. We felt so much better, and we got sent home with our reports in case we wanted to share with our doctors, and we could officially sleep well at night knowing we are all clear.